completely. You know, I have no idea. No. I mean, I've heard of, but I've never actually... No. I mean, what exactly do you do? We keep to our usual stuff, more or less. Only inside out. We do on stage the things that are supposed to happen off, which is a kind of integrity, if you look on every exit being an entrance somewhere else. Well, I'm not really the type of man who... No, but don't hurry off. Sit down and tell us about some of the things people ask you to do. Onward. Just a minute. Well, all right. I wouldn't mind seeing just an idea of the kind of... What will you do for that? Oh. What are you playing at? Filth. Disgusting. I'll report you to the authorities. Perverse. I know your game all right. It's all filth. Do you like a bet? What kind of bet did you have in mind? Double or quits? Well, heads. Again? Even. Heads. Again. Heads. Heads. Tails. Heads. Hell. You were right, heads. Heads I win. No. Right again. Heads I win. No. And right again. Heads I win. No. 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 Would you believe it? Bet me the year of my birth doubled is an odd number. Your birth. If you don't trust me, don't bet with me. Would you trust me? Bet me then. My birth? Odd numbers you win. You're on. Good. Year of your birth. Double it. Even numbers, I win. Odd numbers, I lose. We have no money. Ah. Then we have you got. Then what have you got? Was it for this? It's the best we've got. Then the times are bad indeed. The very air stinks. Come here, Alfred. You lose, Boston? Yes, sir. Then what could you have left to lose? Nothing, sir. Do you like being an actor? No, sir. You and I, Alfred, we could create a dramatic precedent here. Come, Alfred, this is no way to fill the theaters of Europe. Do you know any good plays? Plays? Exhibitions. I thought you said you were actors. Oh, well, we are. We are. But there hasn't been much to call it. You lost. Well, then one of the Greeks, perhaps. You're familiar with the tragedies of antiquity. Are you? The great homicidal classics, Mottfrey, Potfrey, Frotfrey, Sorori, Uxori, and it goes without saying. Saucy. Suicidal. Maidens aspiring to goddess, and vice versa. Your kind of thing, is it? Well, no, I can't say it is, really. We're more of the blood, love, and rhetoric school. Well, I'll leave you the choice to you. If there's anything to choose between them. They're hardly divisible, sir. Well, I can do you blood and love without the rhetoric, and I can do you blood and rhetoric without the love, and I can do you all three concurrent or consecutive, but I can't do you love and rhetoric without the blood. Blood is compulsory. They're all bloody. Is that what people want? It's what we do. Thank you. We'll let you know. 38. Position? Sir. One of your capitals? No, sir. Oh. Entrance is there and there. Well, aren't you going to change into your costume? I never change out of it, sir. Always in character. That's it. Aren't you going to... Come on. I am on. But if you are on, you can't come on, can you? I start on. But it hasn't started. Go on. We'll look out for you. I'll give you a wave. Excuse me? Come on. I say that was lucky. Well, it was tails. Come on. Welcome, dear Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Moreover, that we did much long to see the need we have to use, you did provoke our hasty spending. Something. Have you heard of Hamlet's transformation? So call it this, nor the exterior, nor the inward man resembles that it was, when it should be more than his father's death, as that thus hath put him so much from the understanding of himself. I cannot dream of. I entreat you go, that, being so young, days brought up within, and sith so neighborhood to his youth and behavior, that you vouchsafe your rest here in a court some little time, so by your companies to draw him on to pleasures, and to gather so much as from occasion he may glean, whether aught in us unknown afflicts him thus, that opened lies within our remedy. Good. Gentlemen, he hath much talked of you, and sure I am, two men there is not living to whom he more adheres, if it will please you to show us so much gentry and goodwill as to spend your time with us a while for the supply and profit of our hope. Your visitation shall perceive such nice and fit as kings remembered. Both your majesties might be the sovereign power you have of us, put your dead penalties, put your dread pleasures more into command than to entreaty. But we both obey, and here give us ourselves in the full bed to lay our service freely at your feet to be commended. Thanks, rosencrantz, and gentle guildenstern. Thanks, guildenstern, and gentle rosencrantz. And I beseech you instantly to visit my too much changed son. Go, some of you, and bring these gentlemen where Hamlet is. Heaven make our presence and our practices pleasant and helpful to them. Amen. The ambassadors from Norway, my good lord, are joyfully returned. Thou still hast been the father of good news. Have I, my lord? I assure you, my good liege, I hold my duty as I hold myself both to my God and to my gracious king, and I do think as this brain of mine hunts not the trail of policy to assure, as it has used to do, that I have found the very cause of Hamlet's lunacy. I want to go home. Don't let them confuse you. I'm out of my step here. We'll soon be home and high, dry and home. It's all over my steps. I'll hie you home and out of my head, dry you and over my step, over my head body. I tell you it's all stopping to a death. It's boating to a death, stepping to a head. It's all heading to a dead stop. There. And we'll soon be home and dry, and high and dry. Has it ever happened to you that all of a sudden, and for no reason at all, you haven't the faintest idea how to spell the word wife or house? Because when you write it down, you just can't remember ever having seen those letters in that order before. I remember. Yes? I remember when there were no questions. There were always questions. To exchange one said for another is no great matter. After, yes, there were answers to everything. You forgot. I haven't forgotten how I used to remember my own name and yours. Oh, yes, there were answers everywhere you looked. There was no question about it. People knew who I was, and if they didn't, they asked, and I told them. You did. The trouble is, each of them is plausible. Without being instinctive all your life, you live so close to truth, it becomes a permanent blur in the corner of your eye, and when something nudges it out in outline, it is like being ambushed by a grotesque. A man standing in his saddle, in a half-lit, half-alive dog, banged on the shutters and called two names. He was just a hat and a cloak levitating in the gray plume of his own breath. But when he called, we came. That much is certain. We came. Well, I can tell you I'm sick to death of it. I don't care one way or another. So why don't you make up your mind? We can't afford anything quite so arbitrary, nor do we come all this way for a christening. All that preceded us, but we are comparatively fortunate. We might have been left to sit in a whole field of human nomenclature like two blind men looting a bazaar for their own portrait. At least we are presented with alternatives. Well, from now, but not choice, you made me look ridiculous in it. I look just as ridiculous as you did. Consistently is all I ask. Give us